What is up, YouTube? My name is Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. Check out the second channel. Go to the second channel. It's popping, aka the Real Super Mario, aka YouTube's greatest fat man here, bringing you another anime video. All right, so here's the thing. All right, I am not that much of a fan of trash anime. Now, I do dabble in the trash a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that big of a fan of like trash anime as other people who talk about anime on YouTube from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I kind of peaked at like, you know, Domestic Girlfriend and like, you know, Scum's Wish when it comes to trash anime. And there is one anime that has everything to do with that. Rent-A-Girlfriend. Rent-A-Girlfriend killed any type of connection I could have to trash anime. Alright, cause man, I dabbled in the show, and then once I got in there, I realized that this was like the infinite Tsukuyomi of romance anime. Okay, a cycle that will constantly keep going and never end as long as they can sell body pillows and action figures of all the amazingly well-designed waifus in this show. Alright, Kazuya is a terrible character until you realize some things about him. You know what I'm saying? Chizuru is, well, I mean, she's not a bad waifu until you realize this is the end of the show. Chizuru took the ring and said, "I've been thinking about this for a whole month," shouting out that she also loves Kazuya's family, but she still couldn't put on the ring. Although she said she didn't regret the kiss, all the complicated circumstances at the time made her feel that it wasn't just a simple romantic feeling. She might be attracted to him, but not to the point where she'd throw away her current life and job as a kind of sort of prostitute to jump into his arms. So she lowered her head and said, "I'm sorry. Really sorry." A full-page spread shows the moment Chizuru bows her head in apology. Rejected, Kazuya held back tears, telling himself, hold it in, while desperately trying to smooth things over with Chizuru. Bro, 380 chapters, and this man gets cucked. This has to be one of the worst romance animes ever, or one of the worst romance manga ever. Okay, and then, you know, I felt a little bad for him. I felt a little bad because I was like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? Then you realize, well, wait a minute, it's in the name. It's Rent-A-Girlfriend, not buy a girlfriend, not rent to own a girlfriend. Rent a girlfriend. Okay, she was not interested in you, bro. She makes money by not having sex with dudes. You think she's just gonna give that up for incel, man? Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I realized, you know what? This man had other chicks that were chasing him that were arguably better than Chizuru. Alright, Rika and Sumi were right there. So then I realized, this nigga don't even deserve them, because this man is too preoccupied with the chick that does not like him. And then I realized that he spent $250,000 on Chizuru throughout the series.
Oh no! Oh no! No, no, no.
And I'm just sitting here like, this man spent more money on Chizuru than 8-Bit spent on the entire budget for Blue Lock Season 2. Bruh, it's $250,000 just to get cucked, bro. That's insane. Yeah, I understand, homie, now. I understand. You know, I'm like, bro, I feel for him. And then I realized Kazuya might be one of the greatest anime protagonists of all time. Because, see, Kazuya is like the guts of romance anime protagonists. Because, see, Kazuya is not just some incel trying to get with some hot chick that he rented that was way above his league. No, Kazuya is literally battling against fate itself. Reality in the universe is battling against him, finding love. Would you like to know why? Well, simple, because the creator of his universe, Reji Miyajima, has been drawing his waifu, aka Chizuru, in various places throughout a house that he rented. The creator of his universe is cucking him. Okay, he is being cucked by the creator. His own creator is cucking him. He is battling against reality itself to try to get with this chick. All right, and then you got to realize this, right? This is like Spider-Man, right? Trying to save Mary Jane to get cucked by Paul, just to find out that Paul is actually Stan Lee. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Okay. Like, he's been drawing Chizuru in real locations around his house and around Japan. All right, like this entire show is like an ego vibe for him to pat his ego as the maximum cucker. All right, and well, also to pat something else. But the thing is, yes, this is what this show is all about. And then you realize something. Not only is Reji, okay, all right, cucking his creation, his main character, he's also married. So technically, he's also cucking his wife.
Police! Help! Help!
That's right, this man is a Kimbo's a cuckery out this piece. He is dual-wielding cucking characters. This man has mastered the art of multiversal cuckery. He is cuckering people in different realities. Okay, this man is on a whole nother level. Kazuya had no chance. Then I also realized that this might actually not be the ending of Rent a Girlfriend. So I thought to myself, what should I do here for this very weird anime video? Then I was like, you know what? I think I want to write an ending for Rent a Girlfriend. So it's gonna go kind of like this. We'll have the scene where Kazuya is there with the umbrellas, and he gets rejected by Chizuru. All this stuff goes down. And so then Kazuya decides to walk home. It starts to rain. And he's walking in the rain, and even though he has an umbrella, he doesn't use it because, he doesn't care, man. If he dies of pneumonia, it doesn't matter because he's going to die alone. Then he realizes he probably can hit up mommy and have some, weird, hate sex, you know what I'm saying? To kind of, blow off some steam, Then he thinks about all the other situations where he and Chizuru interacted with each other and times he saved her life, and then he freaking dies in the rain, and then he gets isekai to another universe. It's your basic isekai story, you know what I'm saying? Loser dies, he gets that one-way ticket to an isekai universe from Truck-kun, and that's it, right? But here's the kicker. Instead of indulging in your normal isekai behavior where, you just indulge yourself in a harem of isekai character tropes, that worship you. No, you say, no, he decides, I don't want to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy. And so he goes on this Sigma grind set journey to rebuild his life in another world while he's got a harem full of chicks that are battling over his penis. And while this is happening, he's fixing people's problems, he's helping save people, and then all of a sudden, after he has rebuilt his life, Chizuru gets isekai'd into the world. Let's say, I don't know, she died because she ate bad clams. She gets isekai'd into the world. And so then the whole second half of the story is just like, oh snap, you got the internal battle between new Sigma Kazuya versus old incel Kazuya. And there's an internal battle there. And then of course you also have, his harem, his isekai harem, where some of them befriend Chizuru, and then some of them find her as a mortal enemy because of course, Kazuya likes her and they like Kazuya, and you know what I'm saying? I would watch this. Bro, this right here is the trash that I would indulge in. This would make me a trash anime fan, bro. All right, come on, Reji, you can do it. Give this man a Sigma arc in another world. Reji, you can do this. You owe it to this man because you cucked him in the first place. All right. I don't know why I made this video. It's barely scripted at all. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. I got some other anime videos. I think I'm gonna go back to the seasonal grind like I was doing before. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real and don't be like Kazuya. Or Reiji, for that matter.